Hello guys, I welcome you to my YouTube channel Shahi Works. Today we are gonna learn important topic which is OOP concept. So OOP stands for Object Oriented Programming Language. It acts as a fundamental concept in Python. Also, it acts as a way of organizing the code which uses objects and class to represent real world entities and their behavior. Now let's see the OOP concept. The OOP concept include class, object, polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance, and data abstraction. I hope you all know about what is class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and encapsulation iterables. Now let's see about each of them. So Python class. So class is a collection of objects. They are the blueprint for creating the object. So now let's see about class. Some of the important points. Class are created by the keyword class. Attributes are the variables that belongs to the class. Now let's see how to create a class. Class dog, species canine. So this is a class attribute, def init self name age. So it is an instant attribute. Here the class dog defines a class named dog, species, a class attribute shared by the instance of class, and an init method initializes the name and the age attributes with a new object is created. I hope now you understood how to create a class. This is just as easy. First you have to create a class attribute, and instance attribute for it. Now let's see about what is Python objects. So in Python, an object is an instance of class. So don't get confused with class and object. Class is a blueprint of object. Here it is object is an instance of class, state, behavior, and identity. State, it is represented by the attributes, and the properties, behavior represented by the methods of the object. Now let's see about how to create an object. Class dog, species canine, class attribute, creating an instance attribute of def initialize self name and age, creating an object. Dog1 is equal to dog buddy3. So print dog name means it will be printing it as buddy. Next species means canine. I hope now you understood how to create a class and object. So now let's see about search parameter. It is a reference of the current instance of the class. Here same class. First you have to define a class, create a class attribute, next instance attribute. Next they are creating two objects, dog1 dog buddy3, dog2 charlie5, creating instance. Next print dog1 dot name age species, name age species, and at last only species. So I hope now you understood how they have created. So this is how you will be creating your basic class and objects in Python. It is quite easier if you understand. Now let's see about init method. The init method is act as a constructor in Python. Also it is called as a new object. So class dog, def init self name and age. Initialization, it helps for initializing the attributes of the class. So in the special method used for initialization, self name and age variable has been used for initializing this constructor. So class and instance variable. So in Python, class and instance variables are defined in either instance variables are defined. So class variables are the variables that are shared across all the instances of class, whereas instance variables are unique to each instance of a class. Now let's see. Class dog, species, self name and age instance. They have created an object of dog1 dog buddy3. Fine. Next print class variable, instance variable, modifying the variables. Here they have modifying it as dog1 dot name. The buddy is changed as max. Also they have modified the class variable, instance variable as buddy name, and class variable species. Here the class variable species is changed to felon. The canine is changed to felon. So the class variable and instance variable has been changed. So now after changing, it will be updating the following output. I hope you understood how they have changed them. First created a class object and they have created attribute for it. After that they have modified the species and class object. So this is how you will be accessing. It is quite easier. After modifying it, dog name max print dog1 name. Here species, they have changed the canine to feline, started to feline. So class variables is instance of class, initializing the variable, accessing variable, and updating variable. So now let's learn about Python inheritance. As the name suggests, inheritance allows a child class to acquire an inheritance property from its parent class. So this is known as the methods of another class, which is a child class to a parent class. It supports hierarchical classifications. Now let's see about types. The types of inheritance are of 5 types. They are single, multiple, multi-level, hierarchical, and hybrid. Single means a child class inherited from a single parent. Multiple means inherit from more than one parent. Multi-level means a child class inheritance from the parent class with turns inherit to the another class. Hybrid means combination of two or more type. Now let's see about single inheritance. Class dog self name and age, class labrador display function self name. Single inheritance they have used a sound. In multiple they have used guide. In multiple inheritance they have used double type of inheritance. Now let's see the example usage. So dog guide dog max like this they have set the inheritance function. So if you keep on working on it, you will be able to understand the single inheritance, the labrador inheritance dogs attribute, multi-level like that. You will be each of them having its own inheritance method. Now let's see about polymorphism. Polymorphism allows a method to have the same but different behavior. There are two types: compile time polymorphism and runtime. Compile time determined during the compilation of the program. Runtime it is determined during the execution of the program. Now let's see an example. Here class dog. Here sound print dog. Sound runtime means class labrador dog. Def sound self print labrador wolf. Here it is overriding parent method. Here after compiling means def here they have used the calculator. Def calculator def add a comma. So here a comma b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. Return a plus b plus c. So they are same type but they are different, right? So this is how you will be using your polymorphism. Here in compile time you can able to change the value 5, 10, 15 like this, 2 arguments or 3 arguments according to you. So here each of the following has its own function. Now let's see about encapsulation. Encapsulation is a bundling of data attributes and method function within a class. So there are three types: public, protected, private. Here method, class and variable. So public access from anywhere, protected only for certain peoples, and private only inside. Here they have public use method as return fname, self name, breed, self age, self age. Getter and setter they have used, and also they have accessing from the public like this. The public number easily accessible. They have been used as breed. So next, now let's see about data abstraction. As the name suggests, it hides the internal implementation details while exposing only the necessary functionality. So types of abstraction, there are also two types. Next, the abstraction or a partial and full abstraction, two types. Here they have imported from ABC import ABC abstract method. They have used abstract method, concrete method, partial method. Since because there are two types, they have used it. Partial method they have created the dog class of both the abstract. Thank you for your attention till now. Also, if you found this video was useful, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for more useful contents like this. Thank you all.